What's going on, Outlaws? Applersky here, back with another Platinum Trophy Guide. This is part 2, and it is Kajimi, which is by far the shortest part of the game. If you didn't know, this is actually the home planet of Poe Dameron from the last trilogy, which I actually forgot about. I know there's a part in one of the movies where he talks about it, but either way, that's neither here nor there. This planet is pretty quick, maybe takes a couple of hours. It's only a city, which I found kind of disappointing. I wanted to explore like a snowy area, kind of give me that Hoth feeling. But I think Kajimi is actually made up a lot of water, so that's probably why they chose just the city itself. But here we are landing on Kajimi City, and with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump on into this video.
Okay, we're landed.
Alright, so right off the bat, I wanted to just throw this trophy in here. It's automatically story related, but technically it's part of Tashara, so I failed to put it in the last part. So just wanted to show you, this is the trophy that you get for completing all main quests on Tashara. So this being a trophy guide, I didn't want to leave it out, so I put it in, just for the sake of, having every trophy in this series. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to get a Nyx trophy, or a Nyx collectible. Oh no, sorry. We're actually going to do the gourmet, part 2 to the gourmet trophy. You can see it. I put it on the map there where it is. Pretty easy to locate.
I'll have the Durgan soup.
For the sake of time, I kind of skipped through most of it, just kind of showing you clips of these cutscenes, because again, like I said in the first part, I do enjoy these, but they are skippable. So it's the Durdan soup, and that is number 2 of 4. It's basically 1 per planet that you find. So next up is going to be finding the one and only Nyx collectible on Kajimi, and to be honest, it's kind of confusing. I said in the past one where, like, if you lose track of Nyx, you can hear him, but he's not like visible. So you got to kind of retrace your steps to find where he's at. Sometimes he'll be up high, that's why you don't see him. But the closer you get to his noise, if you do get stuck, you should be able to find him here. And but this part probably took me like almost 30 minutes. But I ended up finding him and had no problems from there on out. It's actually, if you turn around here, there's that garbage can you can jump on, and he was up there waiting for me. So, and then you can hear Cade. Anytime you hear Cade's dialogue moving, that lets you know you're going towards the treasure. So this one, you jump the gap, climb the ladder down. I don't know why I jump off. Then just make sure you follow Nyx. He'll lead the way. And there's the treasure.
Whoa, okay.
And it is... What is this one? It tells you after you pick it up. Or not. Oh yeah. It's the picture card. And by the way, I mentioned in the last video, this is into the mainframe. This is one you'll earn naturally. You could have already gotten it by the time you come into Kajimi, because it just requires a certain number of using the data spike. So you know, any trophy I collect on this planet, I've added in, and then right after that into the mainframe, which is hacking into advanced security. And without spoiling anything, that is basically everything on the planet itself. So now it's time to head into orbit, where we're going to collect some more transmissions, and there are 4 of them in the orbit of Kajimi, and so there it is, one job at a time. That's just for completing the main part of Kajimi, and I probably could have stuck around. Anyway, this is a random one, and I got it by luck. It's where you take out an enemy ship without using your guns. So me being a Star Wars fan and thinking about it, okay, weaken them to where there's low health and lead them into like a cluster of wreckage or asteroids or whatever. And I just so happened to go in there, kind of got stuck, and the trophy popped. So I don't know exactly if it ran into something or what, but I got the trophy. So that's how you get it. Could be a little troublesome trying to get, like, because you can ram the ship. That's another way, but I feel like that's pretty hard to do in this game. And this is transmission number 1 of 4. Miranda's mistake number 3. And I know I complained last time, like you can see the container up there, the circle one, how it was really hard for me to find them. But I realized that's the reason I don't see them in like yellow, like a bright yellow, is because I have the exploration mode on, which I thought all it did was like decolorize the climbable things. But no, it applies to these transmissions too. So if you're having trouble finding them, turn off exploration mode, and they should pop when you get close to them. They'll be more recognizable. They'll be like a real bright yellow. So this is the second one of 4. This one is a little confusing. It's actually kind of in the middle area of that lightning-ish. I don't know if it's not a storm. It's like the wreckage, I guess. But I had a little bit of a tough time finding this one. But basically, what you need to do is instead of going that way, you follow like kind of my path here until you get into this area right here. And it's like dead center in all of this mayhem here. There it is. That is Miranda's mistake number 4. And then moving on to the next one. Here's the map. Also, I've noticed too that like the waypoints are kind of misleading. And you'll end up going to a waypoint, and it's actually like a little bit of a ways from that waypoint. I found here that, so I went straight out to the waypoint, but there's like nothing out there. And this is 3 of 5, or yeah, 3 of 5. Sorry, I mentioned 4 earlier, but there's actually 5 total. So this puts you out in like the mist, so you can't really see anything. But right there, so the one on the top,
Cargo left here.
that's it.
Could be something valuable.
And it's Miranda's mistake 2. And the next one, 4, was like right by it, so I didn't even add the map. I probably should have, so I apologize for that. But it's in between these two, right in the middle of these 2 broken pillars of rock. Easy to find. I found it like immediately after the 3rd one. So this should be... Oh no, this is the last one. So 5 of 5. This one I had already collected, but didn't realize it. So I just wanted to go back and record of where it is. If you find it, it's like right here. Basically right where I pointed to on the map, but I've already collected it, so I'm just showing you where the location is. And then, of course, I get into some combat. Actually, honestly, too, this is a good place to to knock out some of the combat, like not trophies per se, but like gaining more progress to unlocking abilities. Also, there is a trophy for I think defeating 10 or 20 ships in the fog in orbit of Kajimi, which I think I've only done like 7 or 8. That's going to be in the miscellaneous video after I cover all the planets. But yeah, I told you it was going to be a quick one. That is all the trophies I earned while playing through Kajimi, and all the ones that you will earn as long as you go looking for, like, you'll earn as long as you find the one collectible on planet and find the 5 transmissions outside of it. There's a lot of opportunity probably for gaining progress towards other trophies, or even maybe even getting some. But it's not really combat heavy too much. Like I said, it only takes about like maybe 2 hours. But the next part, which is Tatooine, is going to be a much longer video. There's a lot of trophies I earned on that planet, and that's probably because it's my favorite planet. I stuck around on there the most. But that one will be out probably tomorrow morning. But if you like what I'm doing here, please consider leaving a like and comments. And if you're new and like what I'm doing, please consider subscribing. That's all for this one. See you on the next one. Applerski out.